Greetings once again, boys and girls. I'm on a video making spree today, and I'm reading comments right now, so forgive me if my attention is divided. We've always known that there are sort of two YouTube atheism communities, aren't there? It's sort of like there's a little East Coast, West Coast divide, and on the one hand you've got my friends, Crossborg, Virtual Holocaust, The Amazing Atheist, Saturnine Films, Tommy from the Bronx. And then on the other side, you've got, Virtual Holocaust calls them the shit bees. I've heard people call them the Breakfast Club atheists. I really think of the difference as being that between, like, the clever atheists and the meek sort of atheists. But, on the other side, you've got those I am people. You've got Gypsy Witch, the Question Mark of God, Soup Excellency, Judalicious, all of them. And, our two groups tend to butt heads pretty often. So, what is it? Just a difference of opinion, like a personality clash kind of thing, with no real qualitative difference? Neither side being right or wrong. Well, I don't know. I like to think there are lows to which my friends would not sink, and if they did, they would no longer be my friends. And I don't think that kind of integrity exists on that other side. And I'm not even sure what really delineates those two sides from each other. Like, what is that differentiating factor? I think it'd be interesting to find that out. But anyway, let's get to the point here. I am reading the comments of a video by a guy named True North, and he has responded to Cho Sung Hui's The Amazing Atheist's Father is Dead, Who Cares video. And it's just a response to that with the same title with the little re in front. He reprimanded Cho Sung Hu for making that video. And I'm reading the comments here, and I came across one by the Question Mark of God, the repugnant, morbidly obese, goblin-faced twat named the Question Mark of God. And she says, "You are a good guy, and you are standing up for the right reasons. I totally agree, but I decided to walk the middle line. Now is not the time for Cho to pwn TJ, not at all. That said, I also empathize with the frustration at some of TJ's ideas that would lead to such anger. The anger/frustration Cho expressed is not inhuman. It is, however, badly timed and very badly directed." So to read that, you would almost think that Cho Sung Hu just blurted out an inconsiderate remark in the middle of a live speech without thinking, rather than sat there probably for the better part of an hour premeditating and producing the most vile and contemptible troll video that I've ever seen in my life, including every single one of Eternal Undying Love's attacks at Brett Keen's mother, because at least she wasn't freshly dead. The Question Mark of God, by the way, also a big EUL fan. Now, if you ask Cho Sung Hu about that video that he made, he'll say, well, TJ is the one exploiting his father's death. He made a video about it, which wasn't necessary, and he's just dancing for subscriptions on his own father's coffin. And that's about the same thing that EUL will say if you ask him, her, it, why it made its videos about Brett Keen's mother. So, convenient excuses. They're really pretty bulletproof. You can justify any kind of behavior at all. Do you think if Judalicious or Soup Excellency had a death in the family, that any of us would get on our webcams and giggle about it? Maybe, but somehow I don't see that happening. Well, the question mark of God, she says here, I can empathize why some of TJ's ideas would lead to such anger. What ideas is she talking about? What's she talking about right there? Well, to answer that question, you have to go back a little ways. You have to go back 2 months to when TJ was advertising his book, and he read a chapter subheading which was entitled, I think it was something like, "My conversion counter is still at 0 and I'm proud." And the line that he basically quoted, and this is not verbatim, it's just from memory, was something along the lines of, "I'm not in business to convert theists to atheism, because a stupid theist will be a stupid atheist, and it's like changing the label on a jar of pickled dog turds." Which I totally agreed with, however she did not. And this is the question mark of God's video from 2 months ago, which TJ completely ignored, and I don't blame him, entitled "TAA, Your Conversion Counter is at 0 for a reason." Here you go.
You know what? There's this really foolish attitude out there that thinks that if you deconvert someone just because they believed in God means they were stupid, and they're going to stay stupid, and they're never going to get any better. They're just going to be stupid atheists. Well, you know what? There's a lot of really intelligent believers. And if you deconvert one of them, they're going to be a really intelligent atheist. Now, 4 months ago, I was Muslim. And I can't believe what's happened since then. See, I went from reading this book, and only this book, constantly. I've now reading this book with my kids. I have read this book. I've read this book. I've read this book. I've read this book. And I've read this book. And this book set me free. Midway through this book, the fear of hell was gone. I'm free. I'm free. And I have a stack of books that I've read in 4 months. Yeah. See, I didn't go from being a really stupid theist to becoming a really stupid atheist that might spend all their time reading one book.